Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is Katie Jenkins here, and today we're gonna do a darker fall makeup look. So the other day, I've been doing a lot of fall makeup, but it's my favorite. It is my absolute favorite. So I've got the I've got the look saved on my computer, so I want to pull it up just so I'm not trying to go off of memory. Here we go. I'm super excited for this. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna do my eyes. I'm gonna kind of do the bulk of this with you, and then I'm going to hop off camera to do my base face, because I've got a couple different places where I'm creating content for today. So what we're gonna do for eyes, so I'm just getting started with my eyes right now. So that's my main focus. Let me move everything around. So one thing that I like to do for my eyes before I get started is put on a revitalizing eye cream. This is an eye cream that specifically has hyaluronic acid on it. And hyaluronic acid is just really, really good for anti-aging. It's good for holding in extra moisture, and it's also incredibly good at plumping up your eyes because it's adding in all of that extra moisture. So I'm just gonna get that in there, and it just takes the tiniest amount. So you don't want anything thick and crazy. Okay, just like that. And now let's go in with an eyeshadow primer. So I use an eyeshadow primer. It's called Pro to Fit eyeshadow primer, and I want to say it's around $11. It's pretty affordable. And actually all of the products that I'm going to be using follow European guidelines, European standards, so they are much cleaner for you than what you're going to get at the drugstore or a big box beauty store. So if that's important to you, make sure that you like and subscribe to my channel, because that is what I focus on the most when it comes to my beauty products. I like them to be on the safer side. So as you can see, this eyeshadow primer is also an eye brightener. So you could just literally use this if you're going for a really natural day because of how much it brightens up your eyes already. I love it for that reason. It's also a color corrector. So if your veins are more prominently showing on your eyelids, this is going to cover them up before you start putting your pigments up there, which is always a plus, right? I like to use my ring finger to spread this out. Our ring finger is supposedly the finger that has the lightest touch. Have you ever heard of the lightest touch? Have you heard of that? And we know I'm recording a video, so we will go ahead and say 9 times out of 10, I will have a child run through here at some point. So what I'm using to create this look is my Glam Up palette. And mine's gonna be, my eye look especially will probably be just a little bit different than hers, but not too much. Nothing too crazy. And I had washed, you guys would be so proud of me. I washed, I don't know, at least 15 brushes today, including my beauty sponge. This is all nice and clean. And I use a $6 tea tree soap. So, okay, let's focus on eyes. There's always a time and place, right? Okay, so what we're gonna do first is go in with, decisions. Okay, we're gonna go in with this taupe shade. So this brush obviously isn't clean, but I left some of my brushes out on purpose just so I would have brushes to play with when I did my makeup today. Okay, so I'm putting this taupe color right above my natural crease. Oh, this lighting is so much better. I've been playing with my lighting since I've been back in my office because it's important for me when I'm doing my makeup that you can see what I'm doing. Not only can I see it, but also, you know, I obviously want you to do it because pretty much all my videos are more in a tutorial sense. So if you can't really tell what I'm doing, what's the point, you know? Okay, so there's a nice taupe color. You can see that that just kind of, you know, it gives you that lifting effect. And I know sometimes I feel like eyeshadow looks so silly or just kind of off to me if I don't have my like base face on first, but we're just gonna go with it. And I put my matte shades right above my natural crease because my eyes are hooded. So a key for doing that is you want your eyes to be open when you place your shadows. That way you know that you can still see them when your eyes are open. If you have hooded eyes and put everything right in your natural crease, chances are you're not going to be able to see any of the product that you just put on there. Oh, and even though I am going to do my base face on a different form of content, I will definitely still come back here to show you the finished product. Okay, so you just blend that out a little. Mainly in your outer corner, but then we are going to do windshield wipers to bring it all the way in. Okay? And less is more. You want to start with a little bit of product and then add more as you go. That's key to doing makeup. It's a lot easier to add a little, blend it, add a little bit more, and so forth than it is to add way too much and be completely messed. You know, you're screwed at that point. Now we're going to go in with ashes. So this is definitely going to be a darker fall look, and darker looks are not something that I play with a lot. So they tend to make me a little bit nervous. But we're going to play with it anyways. Because practice makes progress. And I am not a makeup artist by any means. I started playing with makeup 5 years ago, and I learned on my own. I learned by watching others and watching YouTube videos. Okay, so there's just a little bit of ashes there. We'll do the same thing to this side. This is just to darken it up some. These are two of my favorite shadows anyways. Okay, so what we're gonna do now, and we'll go through and clean everything up as needed. We're just getting started. So it's okay if things look messy or kind of like, no thanks, don't like it. It's okay, you just have to trust the process, okay? So let's go in. I'm limited to my brushes because mine are all wet from washing them. So let's try to go in with, this is gonna be kind of tricky, you guys. I'm just gonna use the thinner brush that I used for the taupe shade and go in with the tiniest amount of black, okay? You can tell that this palette is well loved. So when I say I use this often, like, it's messy, she is a well-loved palette. It's a must-have for sure. And I'm going to concentrate this black just on the outer corner. I'm not trying to go anywhere else with it. So you just want to place your pigments right where they are, just right on the outer corner, kind of in a V shape. Okay, and I'm going to do just a little bit. Like, this black is super, super pigment. I didn't think that what I had on my brush would do as much as what it did right there. So I'm just focusing on my outer corner. It's all that I really want, but now I need to try to match the other side. Makeup really is just an art, you know? It's just a way to have fun, be a little bit of creative, have some you time. So, you know, everyone and their mother can give you rules to follow, but you really just want to do what feels best to you because you're the one that's wearing it. Okay, I'm gonna try to leave this alone. See, that's going to irritate me so much because I don't wear a lot of dark shadows. And the fact that the rest of my face isn't done, it's just throwing me off like crazy. So that is going to drive me bonkers. But we're gonna go with it for now, okay? We're going to trust the process. I'm going to take my own advice trust the process, and I'm going to use my ring finger, make sure there's nothing on it, and go in with this creamy ivory shade called Magnolia. This is going to go on the rest of my lid. You can use a brush for this, but the brush that I would need is still wet. So your finger works just fine. This is actually how I prefer to apply shimmer shadows anyways. All right. I keep feeling like I hear footsteps, but I'm just so used to hearing them. Okay, we're gonna leave it like that for just a few minutes. And I'm gonna go in with an eyeliner. I am gonna put on lashes today too. So I'm gonna use an ink eyeliner in shade Black. And my mirror is down here, and I need this for right now. So I'm going to apply this. Okay, there's that liner. Hers does come out a little bit in like a cute little wing, but I have not mastered a wing yet for hooded eyes. So if you watch this and you have tips for wings on hooded eyes, I would love to hear them. Or I'll get one eye that looks so good, and then the other eye looks like my toddler did. Speaking of, she watches me put on makeup all the time. So today, instead of breaking into my lipstick, she decided to take her own marker, because why not, you know? Picked out her favorite marker shade, drew it all over her mouth. Yeah, it's fun times. Fun times. So I'm gonna go in with some brow mascara now. This is my favorite $13 brow product. It also follows the European guidelines and standards for your cosmetics. It makes such a big difference. See, and already my eye is starting to come together a little bit more, right? You ever like get a text from someone and you're in the middle of doing something and you feel like you want to hurry up so you can go respond to them? That's how I am with my grandma. And she just texts me, so I'm definitely a grandma's girl. Holy cow, can you hear my stomach is growling? $13. Can't beat it, you guys. Beauty on a budget. And if you really need beauty on a budget, I can help you get this for half off. Like no crazy hidden rules, no crazy hidden fees, no like me trying to convince you that you can sell it, because listen, if you don't believe that you can sell it, you're not going to. So I don't want to try to convince you. But if you seriously just want to get your beauty products for half off, I would love to help you do that, because I know how amazing it is for me to be able to get all of my stuff for half off, but I'm okay with others doing the same thing. So some of us just choose to work it and some of us don't. And you know what? I still love you just the same. I still think you're an amazing human. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, I can't really do my bottom lash line area yet because I don't have makeup on yet. Or can I? I think I can. We're gonna try it anyways. So what I'm gonna do is take this Ashes shade. I love that shade. And we're gonna put it under my lash line, right along there. I you know, of course this is just a personal preference, but I don't like wearing eye pins, like eyeliners or eyeliner pins on my bottom line because I feel like they're too harsh. And okay, tip for hooded eyes, if you do have hooded eyes and you're wearing thick liner on the bottom, like a thick pencil or a pen, you're just closing off your eyes even more. And if you have hooded eyes, like the main point that you want to try to do is just open them up. Oh, that's going to be pretty. I think this is going to be really pretty. We will see though. Okay, so there's that. And then do I want to try? I think I might take this softer brush. This is actually an angled brow brush and just lightly, like very, very lightly put it in that black just to put a little bit of that under here too. Now for my lashes, what I'm gonna do, let me see, which eye does this go on? This one goes on this eye. I like doing this eye first. I don't know why. It's my easier eye, so I think it gives me like that boost of confidence, I guess. So I'm actually using lashes I got from Amazon, but I'm going to use a lash adhesive from Pharmacy because again, ingredients are key for me. And these are some good stinking ingredients in this glue. Better than, you know, a lot of what you'll find on the market. And Pharmacy does sell lashes as well. I love their Magnificent lashes, but I recently tried this pair as a recommendation and I'm hooked. So I've got glue on there. And while that's drying, I'm going to be super quick doing this next step. I'm going to coat my lashes with mascara. So this is just a 3D Effect mascara. It's not one of my, I like it, obviously, that's why I have it, but it's not one that I'll wear every day. My everyday mascaras are Double Lash Extend or Starlook. So any mascara that I have that's not necessarily an everyday product for me, then I will use to coat my lashes with before I put my falsies on. I don't know why, that's just how I do it. So 3D Effect. A little spot of something in there. And you can see that it goes on and applies iridescent, and as it dries, it'll start to clear, like turn a little more clear. I can't wait to show you guys the finished product of this. She doesn't really have a lot of blush on in her picture. Mainly it's more bronzer, but her lipstick color is really pretty. Okay, we're gonna put this lash on. And I'm definitely not an expert at this either, but here we go. You don't have to be. No, I wanted to do that. Hold on. You know what? My finger has glue on it now, so it's wanting to come back up with me. That's not what I want you to do. Oh no. I hope that didn't mess my eyeliner up. Okay, so I get them placed where I want them, and then carefully go back and just kind of press them on, just to make sure that they're in place where they should be. Okay, and actually what I'm gonna do is put this mascara on before I do the glue, just so it gives it a second to dry. Okay, mascara is on, and this isn't a step that you have to do. It can be optional, but I like putting a little bit of, like a small layer of mascara on, because I feel like it helps my natural lashes kind of not necessarily cling to my false lashes, but just kind of adhere to them a little bit better. Because see, look how gross my fingers are now from not letting my mascara dry first. So now we'll take our glue. This is just the Lash Adhesive Pharmacy glue. And I like to put it right on the lash line here. These are like the voluminous, there we go, wispy lashes, but I like to tilt them up so they're a little wispier. If that makes sense. I'm sure it does. All right, same thing. It goes on iridescent and it's already starting to dry, especially on the tip of it there. I am really excited for this. Okay, yeah, she's drying pretty quick. So let me go ahead and try to start this. My mirror is down here, or else I would be more up here with you guys, but lashes. Have always been something that I have to practice a lot at. And oh, so to take your lashes off, you don't need anything special. I mean, I'll be the first one to tell you, Pharmacy does have a, we have makeup removers, liquid ones. I have one that I use on my makeup days where I have just a lot of makeup on, because I like to double cleanse on days that I wear a lot. But I'll also be the first to tell you, you don't have to use that. You can use coconut oil. I feel like that's a pretty like standard staple item that most people have in their home. I love coconut oil. I'm actually going to do a coconut oil hair mask tonight. I love it. I've got coconut in my bathroom specifically for like my hair, taking my lashes off. I've got coconut oil in the kitchen to cook with. I love it. And that's that. Okay, I promise I will come back and show you guys my finished look. Oh, real quick, before I hop off of here, I can do my bottom lash line of mascara too. And I like to use this is one of my favorite mascaras, is like my daily one. But I love the tip of this wand. It's silicone and it's thinner, so I can really get these baby lashes a lot better. Let me get my mirror back out. And normally I'm notorious for putting a little bit of shimmer in my inner corner, but she doesn't have that in hers. This is more of a matte look. Matte eyes, matte lips, matte everything. It's gonna be tricky to do my foundation with this, but I'll make it work. See, now it looks really funny without my without the rest of my face on. Okay, so stay tuned for what is going to look like next. Okay, this is my finished look for my darker fall makeup. So for my lips, obviously did everything else off camera, well, just in different content on social media. But for lip liner, I use 227, which is always a staple. And then I put Superstar all over. And then I put, sure I don't have lipstick on my teeth, a little bit of this Deep Delilah in the middle. Just a little bit, because you can see, so I was trying to make creations on my hand. This is Superstar This is Deep Delilah. So I wanted this darker color, but I wanted to see what they would look like together. And I like it. Let me know what you think.